My name is Ivy Kehoe, and today I'm going to be discussing the results found through a survey conducted on the University of Washington campus about student use of backpacks who are specifically pedestrians. This presentation is specifically here to share the results of the survey that was conducted on the University of Washington campus targeting pedestrians who use backpacks. The overall goal of this survey and past research has been to answer the design question: how can we improve the backpack carrying experience for UW students who walk across campus by developing backpack features, including small pockets and positive chest strap fit to allow for positive physical interactions with backpacks while moving? The motivation behind this survey and the design question itself was that Americans buy over 174 million backpacks per year, and the majority of those Americans who buy backpacks are actually students, either college or younger. And backpacks are actually known to be a huge cause of back and body problems through misalignment and things of that nature. In the past, there were two previous methods of research that were conducted. The first was the field study, where it was found that the use of water bottle pockets are a large factor for backpacks and pedestrians. So is visual presentation informing bag choice and moving bag interactions. Additionally, these findings were taken to interviews where it was found that small pockets are a huge necessity in backpacks, as is positive chest strap fit, and pockets need to be more accessible. With these 6 previous research findings in mind, the goals of this survey was to understand the water bottle and pocket usage for pedestrian students and to determine if backpack movement and determine if there are backpack improvement opportunities. The method for this survey: there were 15 participants that were surveyed over the course of 5 days. The survey was online through Google Forms. And the surveys occurred at all hours of the day for these participants whenever they were able to be reached or had time on their hands. There were 12 questions. The goal of these 12 questions were to confirm, elaborate, or explore ideas that were based on past survey results. And these questions came in the example of the multiple choice, short answer, rating, or ranking. For the limitations of this method, unfortunately, there were not a lot of participants. 15 is a small sample size, and the survey was only able to be conducted over 5 days, as mentioned, which really isn't long enough to be able to get a full grasp on many different aspects of the survey and participant reactions. But with this in mind, there were 3 strong results found through analyzing the data of the survey. The first result: students use pocket sections most commonly. Chest straps are used less. As can be seen here, the 3 major backpack features that are used are the large compartment, the back laptop section, and the small pockets. Although the water bottle holder is used, unfortunately, that wasn't nearly as high as the other ones, and neither was the chest strap, which, as you can see, is never used by 8 participants, which is actually over 50% of those participants. What this means? It means that students look for backpacks with very specific pockets. If we go back, we can actually see that the laptop section itself and the small pockets are highly used by these users, which indicates that students give certain pockets certain roles. In our surveys that were actually short answer responses, it was indicated that multiple different students decided that certain pockets were specific for certain items that they carried, and only carried those items within those pockets. Our recommendations based on these findings: we need to increase the number of pocket dividers in small pockets. If these small pockets are so important to our users and they help them stay organized, which is a vital issue that many college students face, it is necessary to increase that. Additionally, through the interviews, it was discovered that pockets are sometimes difficult to reach. So if we are able to make these increased number of pockets more easy to reach and interact with, it will also increase the usability for our users. Result number 2. The use of chest straps informs the amount of time backpacks take to become more painful. This graph shows the amount of time a backpack takes to become painful, never or after a long time wearing it. The y-axis shows the average regularity of interaction with chest straps. As you can see, those that interact more regularly with their chest straps have never dealt with backpack-related pain, whereas those who have less of an average of interaction with the chest straps have more pain after a long time wearing it. What does this mean? This means that using chest straps decreases the amount of backpack-induced pain. This is fantastic as it shows that there is an actual way to increase the ability for students to use their backpacks for longer periods of time and decrease the amount of pain that they have with their body, which was an initial goal of this study. But it also means that students who currently do not use chest straps avoid using backpacks for long periods of time, which, if you're in the backpack industry, is poor for your product development. How can we recommend changes for this? We can make chest straps versatile for a wide variety of user groups. As was found in the user interviews, many chest straps actually are very painful or uncomfortable for users to use, which is a major deterrent in their use of them for backpacks. So, if you can increase the prevalence of chest straps on backpacks and increase the fit for overall user groups, then they will be better used, and students, as can be seen here, will have much less pain associated with wearing backpacks. And our final result? Overall pockets are most important to sporty backpack wearers. One of the most interesting results that came from this study was there are two major types of backpack wearers, those that are sporty and those that are stylish. As can be seen, for the large compartment, this doesn't change anything. The sporty and the stylish ones use them and call a large compartment about the same level of importance. Now, as we continue down, sporty increased much more dramatically with the laptop section, and they also find small pockets to be much more important. Surprisingly, sporty people do not find water bottle holders as important. They also do not find chest straps as important. But stylish people enjoy chest straps and water bottles much more than those who are sporty. What does this mean? Sporty backpack users use pockets more than stylish ones, and stylish backpack users use other features more. This informs our recommendations. We should continue to make diverse backpacks for students. As can be seen, people rank their level of importance of different backpack features very obviously, which means that it's important to encourage and allow for these users to be able to pick and choose what features are most important to them when buying a backpack. Whether it's a sporty or a stylish backpack, multiple different backpack features should be able to be found. They also inform the recommendation that we must be able to find ways to make stylish backpacks have additional features. Most stylish backpacks were defined as backpacks that actually do not have water bottle holders or chest straps, which could be part of the reasons they're seen to be more important because those users currently do not have the ability to interact with them. We need to then prioritize our results and recommendations. Out of the 3 results that were found, in my opinion, the most important is to be able to create and continue to make diverse backpacks for students. This allows for the wide range of features that are displayed throughout the survey to still be possible for many users to have, and it lets users have very specific needs associated with certain backpacks. The second most important was that we need to increase the number of pocket dividers and small pockets. As was seen in both interviews and in survey results, small pockets are the number 1 feature that people actually interact with. It was the number 1 discussed feature in all of the survey data, and it was also spoken to by 8 out of the 15 participants when answering short answer responses. And finally, the third most important result and recommendation is that we need to increase the versatility of chest straps for a wider range of user groups. This will be able to help solve that initial problem of having backpacks create body and pain associated with wearing them for long periods of times. If we are able to increase that feature's usability, it will increase the wearability and product life of these products. What is next? As can be seen, there was a very specific difference between sporty and stylish areas in result 3. I would like to move forward and investigate current trends in both the sporty and stylish areas to determine what makes those two areas of backpack use the most prevalent in the backpack industry. And the second is I'd like to investigate how multi-bag and non-pedestrian students interact with their backpacks. Unfortunately, this was not something that was able to be discovered or discussed within the scope of the results and presentation, but something that was seen in the survey was that not all students only use backpacks to transport their goods as pedestrians. Additionally, a lot of students use buses and bicycles to travel across campus. All three different user groups are very relevant to the Seattle University of Washington student base and would be an interesting new user group to explore. Finally, if I were to do this again, I would have a much smaller viewpoint. I found that having a large UW pedestrian student base was actually much more difficult, and I would have liked to have been much more specific in a certain type of user, like a bicyclist, or someone who walks their dog, or someone who always carries a tote. That would be a more interesting and I think relevant field study for this. I found that analyzing the data from the survey was very difficult. I have not done large data analysis for a long time, and so that for me was something that I struggled with, although I did find that the results I was able to conclude from my survey data were very interesting and definitely showed what I had found throughout the rest of my research. And the most rewarding part is that I will actually be taking all of the data that I was able to find through the research in this class and design a backpack for a summer class I'll be taking this year. These are my references. Thank you so much.